Welcome to your Google Classroom tutorial. This is going to help anybody who needs guidance on setting up their Google Classroom for the first time. So the first thing that you're going to do is go to classroom.google.com and sign in with your lgisd.com account. Once you've done that, it should open up and look something similar to this, but more than likely not with all of the classes. So what you're going to do is click up at the top right corner where it says create or join class and the big plus button, and of course you're going to create a class. If it's the very first time you're using this, it might automatically ask you to create a class, in which case it's going to come up and look something like this. So I'm just going to go ahead and create a class using my name. You can name the class whatever you need to, but please make sure that it has your name in it, just so that way the students know, because they are going to be getting a lot of these notifications. The section, you can include your grade and then of course your subject. And you can either put your room number. I'm going to go ahead and put virtual. And I'm going to click create. And it will automatically open up for you once it has finished developing everything that you need. So at this point, it already gives you a theme, and you can simply select a new theme, more pertaining to your subject if you want. Now you have your classroom basically set up, so we're going to go ahead and go up to the top to the People tab so that we can add our students. So once you click on this little icon where it says Invite Students, it's going to give you this option here. Now it asks for you to type their name or the email. The fastest way to do this is to actually input their IDs. So if you were to either input their ID, find their name, and select them, that's what it would look like. Or a faster way of doing this would be to already have all of their emails populated, which I'll be showing you in another video. I'm going to go ahead and add a few of the teachers so that way you can see what it looks like in the end once we've actually invited the students. Once the students are invited, this is what it's going to look like. They'll get an email notification to their Gmail account, which they'll click the join option, and it'll automatically open up to their Google Classroom, and it'll let them take a look at everything that you've already gotten set up for them. To kind of show you what that looks like, I'm going to go to a class and to people, and right here you can see, okay, we've invited all of these students, but only about 9 students in this case have already clicked the link, accepted the invitation, and have started looking at their stuff. Once we get to stream, this is where you can easily respond to any questions the students may ask, or just share something basic with the class, give them a simple file from anywhere on your computer or the Google Drive. But one of the things that I do recommend when it comes to classwork and your assignments is coming through this direction instead of using the stream area, because you have a lot more options to work with. So we're going to go into the classwork tab, and we're going to click create and assignment. There are a lot of other options, as you can see, but we're going to work with assignment. When you have all of this ready and set up, we're going to go ahead and just add a title and some simple instructions for the students to follow. Now this is where we're going to actually go and add the assignment. So if we go to our Google Drive and you click My Drive, you're going to find the J.D. Salinas Drive. Go to this year's 1920, and you should see the COVID-19 instructional resources that was shared with us by the district. Then you'll go to the file that's at the bottom where it says Student Packets by Week, Level, and Content. And this is where you'll go to Week 1, find your grade level, and find your subject. And it's as simple as that. Now here you have options where student can view file, edit, or make a copy for each student. Now I would only recommend making a copy for each student if you were giving them a file that they're going to edit, because that's what it's going to give them permission to do. But this is a PDF file. There's really no editing with it, so we're just going to keep it as they can view. Once you're done, you have an option to select a due date and a time. You can create a topic if you want to. You can add a rubric by creating, unless you already have one developed in Sheets or something, you can use that as well. And for department chairs, again, this is where you can select the classes that may have been shared with you if you want to help them assign work to their classes. Once we're done with that, you can either, it automatically saves it for you, or you can go and schedule when you want this to be sent out to the students and at what time. At this point, I'm just going to go ahead and assign it just so that we can see what it's going to look like. As an example, in one of my other classes, this is what it looks like once the students already have their assignments. This is not what it looks like once they've turned it in, but it will look a little similar. And this gives you the opportunity to grade the students and to go into each one individually and take a look at how they're progressing. So those are basics on how to create your Google Classroom, add your students, assign work, and where to find all of this information in our Google Drive. That's the end of the tutorial. Thank you for watching. If you do have any questions or need any extra guidance, I can help walk you through everything virtually.